my name is Bob. I'm the reporter. I'm here today with Geoff Hoff and Steve Mancini. All right, anyway, we're here with Geoff Hoff, who is co-author with Steve Mancini, who is nowhere to be found, of the hit, how do you say, satirical comedy?
It's satirical soap opera, Weeping Willow, Welcome to Riverbend.
Weeping Willow, Welcome to Riverbend. Tell everybody about this idea you have.
Well, it's all of a sudden started dawning on me when I was doing some research on Faulkner that he won a Nobel Prize in Literature, and it dawned on me that...
You mean Faulkner, the actor that was in Different Strokes?
William Faulkner, the writer, the Southern writer.
Oh, okay.
Won a Nobel Prize in Literature, so that, so it all of a sudden dawned on me that we should be nominated. Steve and I, for the book that we wrote called Weeping Willow, Welcome to Riverbend, should be nominated for a Nobel Prize in Literature. So I have decided to start a campaign to get ourselves written in as a nomination for the prize.
Oh, okay. I'm not very familiar with the Pulitzer Prize, but I didn't realize...
It's not a Pulitzer, it's the Nobel.
Oh, okay.
Nobel Prize in Literature.
Nobel Prize in Literature. No, yes. Okay. That I'm not very familiar with the, I guess, what goes on behind the scenes. I didn't realize that you could be nominated. How do they do that?
Well, normally you have to be part of the Swedish Academy to nominate, and there are certain special other people who have academic credentials that they have allowed to make nominations, and that's one of the issues that we're talking about in our sort of write-in grassroots campaign, is that the exclusivity of that it doesn't seem right or fair to us, and so we want it to be opened up. And one of the ways that we're going to have that opened up is to have people write in to nominate us, to say that we should be nominated.
Okay, and where do these people write in to? Do they have to write to Sweden?
Yes. We're going to have on our website, we're going to have a link to a place that you can write in. Yes.
Okay, so a little background on the Nobel Prize. It was created by, was it Alfred Nobel?
Yes. And
why did he create this prize?
Well, he made a lot of money. He was an inventor. One of the things that he invented was dynamite, and that was the major thing that he made millions and millions of dollars for. And he wanted to do something nice on the planet, and so he started a foundation for giving out this prize, and it's expanded a lot since he did that. That was, I think, in the late 1800s when it was first started. And it's expanded out a lot, and there's several different prizes they give out. The one that most people know of is the Nobel Peace Prize.
And so now what are you trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize in Literature then?
It's not a Nobel Peace Prize in Literature, it's a Nobel Prize in Literature.
A Nobel Prize in Literature, yes. Okay. Where does the peace come in?
That's a different prize that the Swedish Academy, when they're voting for Nobel Prizes, also vote for the Nobel Peace Prize. That's different.
Okay, so I wish Steve was here.
So do I.
Well, show everybody. Show them your book.
I don't have one with me. They're going to have to imagine it.
You don't have one of your own books with you?
No, I sold the last copy that I had.
Well, here. Show them this one. That's a good book.
This is Strunk and White, Elements of Style. This is not our book. This is not the one that we're trying to get a Nobel Prize in Literature for.
So how is this going to help you get a Nobel Prize then?
Because we've read it and we use what he said when we wrote our book, I suppose. This is a prize on grammar and style.
A Nobel has a prize on grammar and style?
No!
God, man, you're so hostile.
The Nobel Prize in Literature. This book has nothing to do with it. It was just handed to me by this ridiculous interviewer.
In all my hours of interviewing, never met anybody as surly as you. When is the Nobel Prize awarded? Is it awarded once a year? Is that?
Yeah, they award once a year. The nominations are open in September, and then it's awarded in the spring. I think late February, early March. I'm guessing. I could be wrong about that.
So people need to write into the committee now in Sweden. Before September?
No, September is when the nominations are open. So starting now all the way through to the beginning of the year.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. Why did you agree to give this interview? You have no idea what you're doing. I'm flabbergasted. I've been in a million interviews. I've never had one so clumsy as this.
This is where the temp service. I told them that I do warehouse work, and they sent me on an interview. So Well, let's say, for example, let's say hypothetically that you do get nominated for this. First of all, you would be the first people to ever get nominated outside of the actual Nobel Committee.
Yes. Well, yeah, the people that are, it's not a Nobel Committee, it's actually the Swedish Academy.
How many people comprise this academy?
I don't know.
Is it kind of like a secret skull and crossbones type
Something
thing? Skull
like
and
that.
bones, not skull and crossbones,
Yes.
but skull and bones. After they meet, how many people do they nominate for each specific prize? Is it on?
I haven't a clue.
No idea. How will we know if and when you do get accepted and nominated for the prize?
Because the nominations are published all over the world in newspapers everywhere.
Oh, they are?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
The nominations aren't secrets.
I don't get that information on the sites I visit, unfortunately. But I like gunpowder. Was that what you said? You invented dynamite? TNT?
Not TNT, dynamite.
What's the difference? How do you expect to win a Peace Prize if you don't know?
It's not a Peace Prize! It's a prize of literature.
You got to know the difference between dynamite and TNT.
Dynamite was invented as a stable form of nitroglycerin. TNT is a substance on its own, but it's also an explosive, but a completely different type of explosive.
Now I noticed that you get pretty angry easily.
Me?
Do you think that somebody who gets angry as easily as you is conducive to win a Peace Prize?
It's not a Peace Prize. It's a prize in literature, and as a writer, I can get just as angry as I damn well please.
So they'll give you a prize even if. Who do you think the angriest person who ever won a no. Besides Faulkner, I understand Faulkner was pretty angry.
Sartre didn't even pick his up, so he was pretty angry.
Who's Sartre?
He was a writer and a philosopher.
Oh, he's French.
Yes.
Yeah, that explains it. he has innate anger. Okay, well, very good. Tell us again the name of the site that people can go to vote.
NobelPrizeInLiterature.com.
And there's going to be a graphic right here.
Something.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Geoff Hoff, for granting me this interview today. That was very kind of you. Thank you for being here, and good luck. I'll vote for you. I'll nominate you.
Good, thank you.
I don't have to buy stamps, though, do I? Because stamps to Sweden are expensive.
No, it'll all be online.
Oh, okay. All right. And cut!